A celebrity chef put his name on a billion-dollar cookware brand, told you the pans were non-toxic, and then paid $2.5 million to settle a lawsuit proving they were not. But that is not even the most expensive lie in your kitchen. Some of the most popular pans in America use the exact same materials as brands costing 1/5 the price, and they are betting you will never flip one over to check. Today, we expose who is robbing you and who actually delivers value. 10 brands, ranked from overpriced to obscene on one side, and from solid to unbeatable on the other. Subscribe so you do not miss the brand that wrote that check. It is coming. Number 10. SMEG, the $300 toaster tax. SMEG sells you a toaster for $250 to $300 and a kettle for roughly the same. What you get is a retro shell in candy colors, a look borrowed straight from a 1950s diner wrapped around internals that do not toast better, boil faster, or last longer than anything else on the shelf. The heating elements, the thermostat, the wiring, none of it is proprietary. There is no SMEG patented toast technology. There is no breakthrough in kettle engineering. There is a powder-coated steel housing shaped like a time machine, and that is what you are paying for. Now compare. Salter and other retro-styled brands sell near identical designs, same rounded silhouettes, same pastel palette, at roughly 1/3 the cost. A Salter toaster runs $40 to $60, performs identically in side-by-side tests, and in some cases earns better durability marks from long-term owners. The Buy It for Life community put it bluntly, SMEG is about twice the price, yet inferior in quality to other high-end brands. That is not a fringe opinion. It is the consensus of thousands of people who actually used the products and tracked how they held up. The math here is not complicated. SMEG charges a 2 to 3 times premium over equivalent performers with nothing proprietary under the hood. You are not buying a better toaster. You are buying a countertop decoration that happens to make toast. The only thing heating up faster than the bread is the markup. If paying double for a look seems steep, the next brand takes that logic and stretches it even further. Number 9. Le Creuset, the $400 Dutch oven dilemma. Le Creuset is the most complicated name on this list because the product is genuinely good. Every piece is cast in the company's own French foundry, finished by hand, and backed by a lifetime warranty that Le Creuset actually honors. Vintage pieces routinely sell for $500 or more on the second-hand market, and rare discontinued colors have fetched 5 figures at auction. If you are a collector, Le Creuset holds value like few kitchen brands ever have. But here is where the math stops working for the rest of us. A single Le Creuset enamel Dutch oven starts at $400 and climbs past $500 depending on size and color. Walk into Costco and you will find a Tramontina 2-pack of enamel Dutch ovens for roughly $70. That is 2 pots for less than 1/5 the price of a single Le Creuset. The cooking performance difference between these for a home-cooked braising short ribs or baking sourdough is frankly minimal. Both are enameled cast iron. Both distribute heat evenly. Both go from stovetop to oven without complaint. The gap is in the finish, the heritage, and the logo on the lid, not in what ends up on your plate. Le Creuset's price premium runs 4 to 6 times higher than Lodge and Tramontina equivalents. If you love the brand, the colors, and the resale story, nobody can take that away from you. But if you are judging cookware by what it does in the kitchen and not what it looks like on a shelf, the value math tilts hard against the French icon. The verdict here is not bad product, it is bad value math, unless collecting is the point. Le Creuset at least owns its foundry and backs the product for life. The next 3 brands cannot say that, and they charge nearly as much. Number 8, Caraway, the ceramic shelf life problem. Caraway's cookware set lists at roughly $545 and is frequently discounted to around $395. This is a premium price point for a cookware set. At that price, you are competing directly with All-Clad D3 and made in stainless, products built on metal surfaces engineered to last decades. Caraway's ceramic coating has a functional lifespan of roughly 1 to 3 years with normal home use. That is the reality of ceramic non-stick technology across every brand that uses it. Independent reviewers and LeafScore confirmed that Caraway's coating is legitimately PFAS-free, credit where it is due. But LeafScore dropped Caraway from their top rating because the products are not built to last. That comes from the same organization that gave them their best credential. The ceramic surface cannot be repaired. Once it degrades, and it will, the pan is finished. No amount of careful hand washing or wooden spoon discipline changes the chemistry. Ceramic nonstick wears out. Period. Designed in New York City and manufactured in China, it comes from the same factory ecosystem that produces competitors at a fraction of the cost. At $395 for a set you will likely replace within 2 years, your effective annual cost rivals the price of luxury stainless cookware that lasts 20 years. Your effective annual cost is comparable to long-lasting options. You are paying premium prices for a product with a built-in expiration date, wrapped in pastel packaging and wellness language that makes the short lifespan feel like a feature instead of a flaw. Caraway at least earned lab results showing it is PFAS-free. The next brand is facing a legal investigation for the same kind of claims, and the coating problems are even worse. Number 7. Our Place, the always pan that does not always last. The Always Pan 2.0 retails at roughly $150 standalone, with bundles pushing $185 to $235. It arrived backed by Oprah-level celebrity endorsements, heavy influencer investment, and a brand story designed to make you feel like buying a pan was an act of cultural connection. The marketing worked. Our Place became one of the fastest-growing direct-to-consumer cookware brands in America. Then the complaints started. Social media filled with posts from buyers reporting lost non-stick performance within months. Pans that went from effortless egg slides to stuck on disasters before the first anniversary. But the real headline is bigger than buyer's remorse. Law firms are now actively investigating the Always Pan 2.0 and the Titanium Always Pan Pro for alleged chipping, corrosion, and misrepresentation around no coating and that it was PFAS-free in marketing claims. The proprietary ceramic coating's exact ingredients are not fully disclosed, which makes independent verification difficult and legal scrutiny inevitable. Designed in Los Angeles and manufactured in China. Used Always Pans routinely appear on Facebook Marketplace at steep discounts, sometimes half price or less within a year of purchase. That resale collapse tells you everything the marketing will not. When a product holds its value, owners keep it or sell it at a modest discount. When it craters on the secondhand market, the product's real lifespan has already spoken louder than any influencer campaign ever could. Our Place is under investigation. The brand at the top of this list already lost that fight and wrote a $2.5 million check to prove it. This is the brand from the hook, and the story is worse than the teaser. Gordon Ramsay co-owns and fronts HexClad, a cookware company valued above $1 billion. A 13-piece set runs roughly $800, advertised against an inflated value of over $1,300. A single 12-inch pan costs around $200. The technology is a stainless steel body with a laser-etched hexagonal pattern, plus a PTFE non-stick coating. The materials and construction methods are similar to mid-range non-stick pans that cost a fraction of the price. Now here is the bombshell. HexClad marketed its pans as non-toxic and PFAS-free while using PTFE, which is itself a member of the PFAS family, the so-called forever chemicals. They settled a class action lawsuit for $2.5 million over those claims. That is not an allegation. That is a check that cleared. The brand told you the pans were free from the very chemicals they contained, and then paid millions when they got caught. Designed in Los Angeles, manufactured overseas. For the price of one HexClad 12-inch pan, you can buy an entire Cuisinart Multi-Clad Pro starter set. A tri-ply stainless collection that will never need a lawsuit settlement to explain what is inside it. Gordon Ramsay's face is on every ad, every unboxing, every sponsored post. But celebrity co-ownership is not a material specification. It is a conflict of interest dressed up as a product endorsement. The only thing non-stick about this brand is the marketing. It slides right past the facts. That is the line between brands selling you a story and brands selling you a tool. Everything from here forward earns its price with engineering, not marketing. IKEA 365 plus stainless cookware sits on the bottom shelf in a warehouse store, with no influencer campaign and no lifestyle narrative. It is also one of the smartest cookware buys you can make. Wirecutter and independent reviewers found it fully competent for everyday cooking, searing, sautéing, boiling, braising, all performed without complaint. The numbers tell the honest story. Micrometer measurements show the 365 Plus runs thinner than All-Clad at 1.3 to 2.2 millimeters, compared with All-Clad's 2.7 to 3.0 millimeters. That means slightly less heat retention and less even heat distribution at the edges. You will notice the difference if you are deglazing a fond or searing a thick steak at restaurant speed. For everyday home cooking, scrambled eggs, pasta sauce, and weeknight stir-fries, the performance gap shrinks to almost nothing. What matters more is what the 365 Plus shares with the premium brands, all stainless construction. That means no coating to degrade, no non-stick layer with a built-in expiration date. You can scrub it with steel wool, hit it with metal utensils, and throw it in the oven without checking a temperature limit. If it scratches, you polish it. If it discolors, you clean it with Barkeeper's Friend and it looks new. It is repairable, oven-safe, and indefinitely durable. At IKEA pricing, it will outlast any ceramic-coated pan that costs 3 times as much, and you will never need to replace it because a coating gave up. IKEA gets the job done at the bottom of the price ladder. But if you want something that actually rivals the premium brands in build quality, the next pick will surprise you. Number 4. Victorinox Fibrox Pro, the $40 chef's knife professionals actually use. This is a category break and a reality check. The Victorinox Fibrox Pro 8-inch chef's knife is the default recommendation at culinary schools across America, and the go-to blade in professional kitchens where cooks burn through equipment at a pace home cooks cannot imagine. It is stamped stainless, not forged, not Damascus, and not wrapped in a story about Japanese artisan bladesmiths. It takes a sharp edge, holds it through a full service, and can be resharpened indefinitely on a basic whetstone or honing rod. At roughly $35 to $40, this knife costs less than a single Caraway frying pan. Think about that for a moment. A tool you can resharpen for decades. A tool endorsed by the people who cook for a living costs less than a coated pan you will throw away in 2 years. There is no celebrity face on the packaging, no influencer campaign, no limited edition handle drop, just word of mouth from chefs who have used it on the line night after night and keep buying the same one when they need a replacement. Run the math over a 10-year span. At $40 upfront and zero replacement cost, your annual spend on this knife is $4. Compare that to a $150 always pan replaced every 18 months. That is $100 a year for a cooking surface that degrades by design. The Fibrox Pro is a quiet lesson in what real kitchen value looks like. A tool that gets sharper with maintenance, not duller with time. A great knife is essential, but the real backbone of any kitchen is the pans. The next two brands deliver All-Clad level performance at a fraction of the price. Number 3. Cuisinart Multi-Clad Pro, the All-Clad clone nobody talks about. If All-Clad is the answer, Cuisinart Multi-Clad Pro is the same answer at 1/3 the price, and nobody wants to talk about it. The construction is tri-ply with a stainless steel exterior, an aluminum core, and a stainless steel cooking surface. That is the same layered architecture that made All-Clad D3 the gold standard in professional and home kitchens. Independent comparisons consistently confirm near identical thickness, heat distribution, and cooking behavior between the two lines. Here's the number that should stop you cold. An entire Cuisinart Multi-Clad Pro starter set costs roughly $200. That is about the same as a single HexClad 12-inch pan, the one with the PFAS-free coating, and the $2.5 million lawsuit. For the same money, you get a full set of pans with metal cooking surfaces that can be scrubbed, polished, and used with metal utensils for the rest of your life. No coating to dye, no performance countdown, no expiration date baked into the product. Cuisinart keeps margins lower by relying on big box shelf presence rather than lifestyle campaigns. There are no Instagram ads with a celebrity chef flipping eggs in slow motion. There is no wellness positioning or curated unboxing experience. There is just a set of pans that performs like the brands charging 3 times as much, sitting quietly on a rack in your local store, waiting for someone to do the math. Cuisinart matches the premium brands pan for pan, but the next pick does the same thing and throws in the best Dutch oven deal in the entire market. Number 2, Tramontina, the Costco secret weapon. Tramontina's tri-ply clad line mirrors All-Clad D3 construction at 2.6 millimeters of total wall thickness, stainless exterior, aluminum core, stainless cooking surface, delivering near identical heat behavior at a price that makes All-Clad's retail tag look like a misprint. But the real headline here is the enameled Dutch oven. Walk into Costco and you will find a Tramontina 2-pack of enameled Dutch ovens for roughly $70. $70 for 2 pots. A single comparable Le Creuset runs $400 or more. That is roughly 90% less for comparable cooking performance. Same enameled cast iron, same even heat distribution, same oven-to-table versatility. The Le Creuset will have a slightly finer enamel finish and a stronger resale story. The Tramontina will braise your short ribs, bake your bread, and simmer your stew without caring about the logo on its lid. Durability is the honest trade-off. Tramontina's enamel can chip with rough handling, but here is where the value math gets even more interesting. Tramontina and Costco customer support routinely send free replacements for chipping issues, often without requiring you to return the original. That is a de facto warranty that turns even the durability concern into a non-issue for most buyers. Brazilian manufacturing with decades of track record in cookware, no lifestyle narrative, no influencer seeding, just a product that sells itself through big box distribution and the oldest marketing channel in the world, one person telling another that it works. Tramontina is incredible value, but the brand in first place takes the concept of buy it for life and makes it literal. A Lodge cast iron skillet costs $25 to $35. It is made in South Pittsburgh, Tennessee, in a foundry that has been operating since 1896, still family-owned, still pouring iron the same way. The construction is sand cast iron with factory pre-seasoning, no ceramic coating, no PFAS-free layer, no proprietary non-stick film with a 2-year countdown. The material is literally just iron. That simplicity is the product's greatest advantage. Bare cast iron can be re-seasoned indefinitely. Every time you cook with fat and heat, the surface polymerizes and becomes more non-stick, not less. A Lodge skillet does not degrade with use, it improves. Your grandchildren can cook on the same pan you season today, and it will perform better than it does now. Try finding that promise on a Caraway box or a HexClad ad. Lodge still manufactures domestically, absorbing higher American labor costs, yet lands at a price point that undercuts nearly every coated pan on the market. The reason is almost comically simple. There is virtually zero marketing spend, no influencer deals, no celebrity co-ownership, no non-toxic claims needed, because iron does not need a disclaimer. There is nothing in a Lodge pan that requires a class action settlement to explain. This is the anti-HexClad. A pan that costs 85% less, lasts generations instead of years, and never needs a lawsuit to prove what is inside it. While the cookware industry spends millions convincing you that coatings and aesthetics justify premium prices, Lodge proves that the best cooking surface in your kitchen might be the one with no coating at all, just iron, heat, and time. The through line of this entire video crystallizes right here. The kitchen industry's greatest trick is selling coatings and aesthetics instead of cookware. If you judge cookware by what is underneath the coating instead of what is on the Instagram ad, your kitchen and your wallet come out ahead. Hype fades. Coatings degrade. Iron lasts forever. Which brand surprised you most? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.